A lot of people save their whole life to acquire a piece of property, but you still have to keep up with the property taxes, utilities, and having no privacy. I'm not sure why so many people choose to live in the city, but just 30 minutes out of any city, you can get land, tap in natural well water, and gas, grow crops, and raise food.
Regardless of where you live, buying real estate can make sense for a multitude of reasons.
But you don't always have to buy a house to own one. You see, a lot of people purchase real estate and they have mortgages that they need to get out of. It's too much for them. So you can start calling these people up, and if you call enough of them up, you'll find someone who wants to get rid of their liability. You see, a lot of people think their houses are liabilities because they can't get them rented out, cash flowing, or sold. So we find these people by targeting these filters on PropStream.
So first you want to log into PropStream, and then you want to choose your area. For this example, we chose Dallas, so we're going to type in Dallas. You can choose any city you want though, and then it shows you all these different filters. It shows you on market properties as MLS. That is the multiple listing service. So these are all the properties on the market, and you could check them out. These are all the pre-foreclosures. So there's 215 pre-foreclosures, 31 auctions, 413 bank-owned properties, and then there's 45,000 cash buyers in the market there. So we'll get back to that later, but that's how you find buyers. There's 12,000 properties that have liens on them. There's 8,000 vacant properties. So those could be potential deals. And there's about 100,000 plus properties that have high equity. So with all these, you can go into the filter. And then once you're in the filter settings, you could basically check any description you want: owner occupied, property description, agriculture, residential, commercial, single family, any kind of property type. And then you could get into the ownership information, how many years they've owned it for. This is something that I like to target, someone who's owned it for like 20 years or so. They got it for a while ago. It's appreciated. They might not have realized all that. You could go into liens, divorces, bankruptcies, and all kinds of filters. And then you could target based off of time frame. You could target people based off of their mortgages, how many mortgages they have, if they're overwater, underwater, if they owe too much on their mortgage. It could be a potential deal for a sub 2, or you could assume their loan. That's getting very popular. And then you could just basically pick out the ideal property you want to go for in your market and try to get a bunch of numbers. And then you'll have all of these properties. So let's go through an example here. Let's say we want a property that's built in 1970. Somebody's owned it for 20 years or more. Single family, residential. We'll do owner occupied. We'll get into what kind of filters you want to do. And sometimes you would think it would make sense to run two filters together, but it actually has like an adverse effect because you're running like two different systems. So if like you're wholesaling, you want to run certain filters. If you're looking to assume someone's loan, or if you're looking to buy at a discount, they're all different tactics. So there's different filters you want to put on and be consistent with. But once you have your filters, you go into the properties, see if these kind of fit the deals that you're looking for. And if it does, you could tag them, you could save them, and then you can later go back, skip trace those, and then you could contact all those people up, give them a call. So after you guys get a list, you guys are gonna save this list, and then you guys can skip trace it on PropStream, Batch Leads, PropWire. There's a lot of different softwares. It's on average like 10, 12 cents a number. So you get a big list, and then you skip trace it until you get like 100, 1,000 numbers, and you just start off by calling these people. Hello, are you the owner of so-and-so property? They say no or yes. So how it works when you skip trace numbers, you're basically buying data from these like credit card companies, and they'll give you like 10 different numbers, and amongst the 10 of the numbers, one of them will be them. However, there are some laws and stipulations, like you can't call people who are on the do not call list. You got to watch how you do your cold marketing. So definitely do your research on that, but we'll help you guys if you guys have questions. But you call these people up and say, hey, you the owner of this property. I saw this online and I am looking to buy it. And if they're interested, you ask them kind of what they're looking for, what their motivation is, what their situation is. There's many different scenarios. If you're wholesaling a property, there's a certain way you want to approach them and tell them, hey, you know what, I might have buyers for this and I can show this to the right person. If you're looking to buy this yourself, you got to have your buy box of where you purchase at, what number makes sense for you, are you renting, are you flipping. So you have your system and you're calling these people and you're saying, hey, are you looking to sell your property? And after you call enough people, some of them will be distressed and they'll want less than what their property is worth. They just maybe don't know what it's worth, or maybe they don't want to do the work that it's required to sell it, or maybe they just need the cash right now because they're distressed. These people are everywhere, and if you do a little due diligence, you'll find them. You do some calls, you'll find them for little to no money. Now, once you get some deals, you could hire cold callers, you could pay for mailers, you could pay for ads, and this is a great way to have people calling you in your sleep, and you get to call these people throughout your day, and you just have leads coming in. But it starts off with coming up with a script and having a certain tactic, coming up with a tactic, and you make enough calls, you'll eventually make deals. And we will leave the scripts below for depending on what calls you guys want to do, a little snippet of what filters to do for what properties or what deals. And if you guys need any more help, let us know. There's a lot of different scripts out there. They all can work. Some are better than others, but the data's more important sometimes than the script. It's both important. So the calls are important. And then after you have the deal, the next thing is to find the buyers. Okay, so when you're looking for your buyer leads, you could type in any city and then you just press on cash buyers and it will show you all the cash buyers, what property they bought, and how much they bought it for. So this is a great way to find potential buyers for your deals. All you do is you take the potential buyers you want, the people who are paying the right dollar amount in your criteria, and you skip trace 100 of them, more, and then you give them a call and say, hey, saw you bought this house in the same neighborhood. I wanted to know if you'd be looking for more investments, more opportunities. I just got a deal in the area. I'm looking to wholesale it. And if anyone freaks out and says where you got my number from, you just say it's public information. But you build relationships, you talk to cash buyers, and it's all public record. You could see who bought cash houses for the most, where at, when, and you could get a hold of them and ask if they want to buy your deal too.
We're giving away a free house at 10,000 subscribers on this channel. We're going to teach you how to disposition it. We're going to teach you how to rent it, flip it, sell it, whatever you want to do with it. One man's trash is another man's treasure. And make sure to follow, like, subscribe, and stay tuned to our channel to find out when we're going to give it away.
And if you guys need more examples of calls and experience, we're going to post a video here.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, sir. My name is Julia Griffin, and I was calling about the property on 3 Youngstown. Have you ever considered selling this property, sir?
Not really.
We have a flexible closing time up to 6 months. So if you're interested, I can provide you with a cash offer now, and you can think about it and decide when is the best closing time frame for you, sir.
Okay. What's the offer?
Do you have an asking price, sir?
Yeah, 45,000.
45,000. Okay. What I have here, sir, that you have a property with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Is it correct?
Correct.
And it's not listed on the market?
Correct.
Okay, sir. Have you done any repairs recently on your property? How is the condition of the property?
Fair to good.
Fairly good. Okay.
I've replaced the water tank recently and the furnace.
And the furnace. Okay. Do you live on your property, sir?
Do I live there? No, I don't live there. It's a rental.
With an annual lease or month to month?
Annual.
When it expires?
April, the end of April.
Okay. So, sir, if you don't mind me asking, what is the reason for you to sell this property away from the cash offer, of course.
Because of the cash offer.
Because we're looking always for motivated sellers on a scale from 1 to 10. How serious are you to sell this property with a proper cash offer, of course?
10?
Fair enough. Okay, if I got you the offer that satisfies you, sir, when is your closing time?
30 days.
Perfect. Okay. Can I have your full name, please, sir? Can I call you later on this same phone number?
Yes.
This time is convenient for you, sir?
Yeah.
Great, sir. My acquisition manager will call you within 24 hours with the details and the cash offer. And I will
Okay.
text you everything on this phone number, sir.
Okay.
Remember to like and subscribe for more, and remember to follow along because we're giving a house out of 10,000 subs. So make sure you stay around, check out our content, and subscribe for more.